All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Hagwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to get into the topic about beards because this whole thing in this society is to cut off your beard. And I worked with these Nigerians at work, and they was talking about one of them was talking about how I should just cut off my beard so I could be with more women. And I'm sitting here thinking I've been with more women with a beard than anything. On top of that, when I was younger, I mean, at the time I accidentally cut off my beard because I messed up trying to trim it, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna cut the whole thing down and then regrow it. And when I cut the whole thing down, people didn't even recognize me. Number one, number two, they would the ones that would kept saying I should cut my beard down was realizing that I was better with the beard. I looked better with the beard. They even said they couldn't even take me serious without the beard, and that goes to show you that the beard is meant for strength. Now, there was another guy at the job that was always wearing a beard, and he got it cut because he messed up on the same thing. He was trying to trim it, and nobody recognized him. I didn't even recognize him. And then we all looked at him. We was like, "Damn, he looked better with the beard on." And he said he was trying to grow that beard because he messed up on it. So that gave me an idea to pretty much get into this topic about the beard because the whole thing, because if it's even bad when you look at a lot of people with beards, they actually look better with it. Even even Esau looks better with it. Believe it or not, because when you look at the average Edomite walking around with no beard, you think they silly as hell. I mean, when you look at them hillbillies walking around with beards and shit, they look intimidating as hell. Especially especially when you know they about to pull a shotgun out on you. So that proves that uh, that a beard holds its value, and people don't understand that because we live in a Western society. So actually, I'm gonna get started. Actually, let me get into this definition real quick. So I'm gonna get into the definition of beard, and I'm gonna hop into something else with it. It says that the hair that grows on a man's face often excluding the mustache. Now, when I jump down, it says to confront and oppose with boldness, resolution, and often infantry, defy. So the beard is meant to confront and oppose with boldness, meaning that it shows strength. We look more intimidating, but we also look more powerful. We may not show that we're a threat, but we look like we can we ain't someone to mess with when it comes to an argument or something. So just for the fun of it, I decided to go into what what is a beard, and it says, let's see, actually I can skip down. Let's see. All right, so I ain't gonna read. I ain't gonna read this whole thing, but it's pretty short, so I'll read it. It says throughout the course of history, societal attitudes toward men, toward male beards, have varied widely depending on factors such as prevailing cultural, religious traditions, and the current era's fashion trends. Some religions, such as Islam or Sikhism, have and Judaism have considered a full beard to be absolutely essential for males able to grow one, and mandated as part of official dogma. Other cultures, even while not officially mandated, view view a beard as central to a man's virility. Actually, I want to look into that word real quick. Okay, so I got the definition of virility, and it says the quality or state of being viril, meaning manhood, masculinity, manly vigor. So they tell me like it is on this, and it says to continue on with the passage. It says exemplifying such virtues as wisdom, strength, sexual prowess, and high social status. See, it's even telling what the beards are really for. However, in cultures where facial hair is uncommon, which would be Babylon even today, which is even common here, but they like they want to pretty much do away with the hair. So I guess you could say the beard is actually uncommon in Babylon because everybody wants to cut it off. And it says beards may be associated with poor hygiene or a savage, uncivilized, or even dangerous demeanor, which still goes to showing that you still have strength if it's a dangerous demeanor. In countries with colder climates, beards are able to help protect the wearer from the elements. And it goes to that proves that having a beard is also meant to protect you. Especially, it's a filtration system. It's there to keep you warm, keep you from apparently even from when I looked up, keep you from getting more allergies compared to someone that doesn't have a beard. So all this talk about how beards are dirty and you don't look good with a beard. Well, you don't look any better without a beard. If that was the case, people that kept talking about that I should cut my beard off, and then when they see me with my beard off those years ago, they was like, "No, you need to have your beard back." The same way with this situation today. And this is the same guy that was saying that I should cut my beard, realizing that he saw this other guy without his beard. He was like, "Nah, you need that beard back because you look completely." Because it was as far as I could tell, he might be an Edomite, but he was an Edomite with a big beard. He actually looked pretty good with it. As soon as he cut that shit off, he looked like a pure white guy that just didn't look much of anything. He just looked like a pure whitey. And it was just like, even he said he didn't like that. He was like, "Shit, I'm growing my beard back, and I'm never cutting that shit down." Unless he gets a professional to trim his beard. So that's always a big factor right there. So let's see. So I'm gonna get started with this scripture right here, and it says, actually, I'm gonna start with this one. This one Here we go. It says Leviticus 21:5. They shall not make baldness on upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in the flesh. So to start with the top one, that they should not make baldness upon their head, and that's not to say that you, I mean, that you can't help being bald if you happen to lose hair. That's just talking about if you decide to pull a razor upon your head to cut off all that hair on your head and make yourself bald. For some guys just naturally lose their hair over time. That's not even their fault. But it says here, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard. And guess what? The reason because of that is because a beard makes you more of a man. It shows that you have strength. And as I read through the passage, as I read through the passage through the first one, it says sexual powers, which means we have more of an appeal with a beard than with men that doesn't have a beard. So I'm gonna get into this other one. Now I typed in what is a beard meant? What is it meant? Slocky. What is a beard meant for? And these are the things that popped up. It says glowing skin. Your skin. It says these are the benefits to having a beard, and as to why beards are essential to every man. It says your skin would never be softer than when it was covered in a bushy beard, which produces natural moisture to keep your skin soft and smooth. Keeping the razor away from your skin can also mask existing blemishes or scars and prevent new ones from developing. Razor irritation is often a culprit behind acne and facial rashes, so skip shaving and keep your face covered. And it says the next one is sun protection. What do wrinkles, dark spots, and skin cancer all have in common? They are all caused or made worse by UV rays. Incidentally, a beard can block up to 95% of UV radiation from the sun. This means that having a beard can keep your skin looking younger for years and prevent the most common types of skin cancer in the areas where they most frequently appear in men. And the next one says, and I mean, and you even go into that. I mean, this ain't about how you look as a man, but what a beard is meant for. Actually, really, it's about how it can go into how a man look as well. Because I mean, if it's the Lord gave it to us for a reason. That's why you have head upon your head. I mean, you have a hair upon your head, or even on your arms. Your hair on your arms is a filtration system. So, like, so you go further into it. It says approved sex appeal. Both men and women tend to find men with facial hair more masculine. So there may be some benefits in the bedrooms when you have a beard. The sweet spot for impressing the opposite sex with facial hair uh, is a relatively short or long beard, be which might be appropriate for the other for yourself. Hmm, curious. And it says reduce allergy symptoms. The beard is a filtration system to protect the user from allergies. Not 100%, but more common than someone without beards. So they tell you like it is. Like beards are very important for this matter. So I got one more scripture real quick to go into, and this is Leviticus 19:27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beards. And that's all right. So I'm actually going to get into the definition of that real quick, and it says this is the definition of mar: to ruin or diminish the perfection or wholesomeness, spoil, and that's exactly what the marring to the beard does. It's basically you're spoiling your beard. You're diminishing the perfection of your beard. It says, "Neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard." So you ain't supposed to just cut off your beard, or you ain't supposed to shape, try to shape up your beard for especially for women. You're supposed to trim it down to the appropriate way, and keep it uh, keep it clean and good, because that's the whole point of a beard. Beards hold the major factions for multiple things. That's why you see other countries that always keep their beards. Hell, some of Esau keep their beard. So in especially in America with the so-called black community, you see every Jake becoming a coon. You see every Jake cutting off their beards left and right. Now that I think about it, I don't even really see a lot of Jake with beards nowadays. Well, at least not in Baltimore. So this whole thing with cutting the beard is completely off. Especially with you women, a lot of you women end up liking men with beards. So beards are a thing, is a man thing. You just because you say you don't like it doesn't mean you can comprehend what it's like to have a beard. You Jake out there that wants to cut your beard is only doing it for these women, and that's the only reason why you do it. Esau cuts off his beard because he ain't righteous. But even then, you still see a lot of. I still see more of Esau with beards than without them. So that's even a thing that Esau even keeps, believe it or not. But yes, you women see these guys with just the the ones in suits with the beard all cut up. That's because they never really even had a beard. They see it, then they say they have a little peach fuzz, and then they just cut it off. And then you just see some with beards, and they still end up looking better than the ones without beards. Because guess what? They still have more strength and show more strength than the one that does not. The one that does not look like he just looks good, but if you ever was to talk shit to him, he don't look like he could handle a fight, and that's a lot of guys. So I just want to go into the video about that. So with that, Shalom and Death to Babylon. I hope this video was edifying and made this place be destroyed for the dumb stuff that goes on here. All right, Shalom, Death to Babylon.